What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another video. So in this series, I'm running dungeons 100 times, and then I save everything of interest and of value to show you guys how much gold I made running it 100 times. And this is a YouTube series I've been doing for almost a decade now, and I still really love to do it because it's so fun to see that you can do 100 runs of, like in this case, Shadowfang Keep, and you can leave with 2 million gold. And then the next time you do loot from 100 runs of Shadowfang Keep, you can get like 400,000 gold. Like, RNG is big, and even after doing as many as 100 runs, you can't really pinpoint exactly how much you should expect to get in 100 runs. It's absolutely wild. So before we take a look at the loot and how I farm it, big thank you for all of the support on the 0 to 10 million gold guide. This gold guide features the best tactics and methods that I personally use in order to achieve hundreds of millions of gold. The best part about it is the fact that it's a digital gold guide, meaning that whenever there's a new patch for the game or a brand new expansion to the game, I simply update the exact same gold guide and I send that updated version to your email automatically, completely for free for life. So if you just pick it up, you will get a lifetime of free updates. So you can check it out with the link down below in the description. And by using the discount code STUDENT, you get it for 50% off. If you already have it and you're happy with it, really do appreciate you. And you're most definitely going to enjoy the VIP Discord as well. Tons of very knowledgeable people on the VIP Discord. You also get to view all my YouTube video before they go public on YouTube. You get exclusive access to gold tips, investments, multiple spreadsheets for gold making, and much, much more. But that will also be in the link down below in the description. So when you run Shadowfang Keep, it's important that you don't run it on heroic mode, because if you run it on heroic mode, you're doing the panda version of the dungeon, and the loot sucks, and you will also be locked out after killing a boss. So normal is the way to go. Now, it's actually interesting because Horde and Alliance, they have a different approach on this dungeon. Well, it's slightly different because there is really annoying roleplay after killing this first boss, where you have to wait for the Worgen to open up the door before you can continue, unless you play a class like a Demon Hunter and you can exploit yourself through the door. But the funny thing is that the Horde roleplay is actually way shorter than the Alliance roleplay, so we gotta wait. The Alliance gotta wait way longer than the Horde. Now, the most interesting part about why you should or shouldn't run Shadowfang Keep in terms of loot is we're going to take a look at the best items from Shadowfang Keep. Now, the first one would be the Necrology Robe. Very hard to get, unique appearance, great item. Obviously, we also have the weapon that's called Shadowfang, which used to be like a Biz Twink weapon, but it's now being sold as a collectible item, very valuable. And the Holy Grail being the Duskbringer. It's a million gold sword, unique appearance, very good. In fact, I did get the Duskbringer not too long ago when I did loot from 100 runs, and I actually ended up selling it for 1,000,000 gold. So that was pretty cool. Now, the reason why I wanted to run Shadowfang Keep again now this soon is because I also got a Shadowfang back when I did the Shadowfang Keep loot from 100 runs, and I sold that one as well. So now I had to go back to Shadowfang Keep to try and get those items again, which is obviously reaching for it because the RNG is acting in mysterious ways. Now, the dungeon itself is very simple to run. You can't really do any mistakes besides from skipping this room that I'm in right now, because if you follow the pathway that I took past this room, you could skip all of these mobs, and there's a couple of chest locations in here as well, in this chef's, like the kitchen. So if you did like me from the courtyard and you ran past this way, it is possible definitely to skip the kitchen area right here, which you shouldn't do, because chests are important to open up in dungeons like these, and if you were not doing it on a rogue, you should do the dungeon on a class that allows you to, or a class that has the professions to allow you to open up a chest, like This guy has inscription, so I can use this item right here, the scroll of unlocking, in order to open up locked chests. Chests have like an increased chance of giving rare items, and that's where all the money is at. So like here is another chest. This one is not locked though, so I can just go ahead and open it up. Now, once we get past this room right here, we're going to get to the gargoyles, and a lot of people are skipping those as well because you cannot target them unless you really hug him, and then they will come to life and you can kill them. And it's kind of funny because like when you hover above them, you can see in the bottom right corner that the ATT, the collector's add-on, tells me that the Duskbringer and the Necrology Robe can drop specifically from these mobs, because it was believed back in the days that only the bosses and the gargoyles could drop like the super items of Shadowfang Keep. That has later, many times over again, proven to be wrong though. Now, once I get into this room right here, that's usually when I just back off, right? Now, you can continue up this pathway and you can kill like the last two bosses as well, but it's just not worth my time. I don't consider it to be efficient to do so. So rather than doing that, I walk back out again right here, and then I'll just jump over the fence. And that will actually teleport you outside of the dungeon. So it's like a shortcut of leaving the dungeon, and then I can simply go and reset instance and then go back into Shadowfang Keep again. Now, though, the interesting part, like how much gold did I actually make running Shadowfang Keep 100 times? Now, if we're going to be looking at gray items first, gray and white items, now, these shoulders can be really good on your realm. These Buccaneers mantles are a unique appearance, so in some realms, they're doing really good. Same thing with these Raider shoulders. Like, I also tend to sell these for a decent amount of gold. Not lately, though, but usually. These inscribed litter shoulders, also unique appearance. Same thing with the burnished pauldrons, and the bandit shoulders also tends to have a decent sell right now. You're getting a shit ton of these, but my posting cap is 3 items, so I just vendored everything above 3 items. Now, I did get the Prospector's Axe, which is just like a basic world drop item. I got the Face Smasher, which is a Shadowfang Keep specific drop, but even though it's a unique appearance, it has a bad value simply because it's too common. It's just too easy to get. And then I got myself the Raxor's Club, also a world drop. The Night Watch Short Sword, also a world drop. I got myself the Buccaneer's Vest, insane sell rate on these. It does like the pirate look. Right here is a green item. The only green item that I actually kept was 2 of these. I got myself the Sky Collar. And then I got myself the Silver Link foot cards. Again, these are items frequently picked up from the chests inside the dungeons, but they're not necessarily like Shadowfang Keep specific items. I got double Black Malice, which the Black Malices are also Shadowfang Keep specific drops, and they are doing quite okay. Mind Trust Bracers, also specific to Shadowfang Keep, not the best price. Another Raxor's Club. I got myself a Keller's Belt. I got myself another Sky Collar right here, the Stormbringer belt as well. I got the stylish green shirt tailoring pattern worth putting up on the auction house. And then I did actually get myself yet another Shadowfang. However, I didn't get the Duskbringer. So if we use this add-on right here, Bag Appraiser, we'll put it on like the reach and market value average, which gives you the average price of all the items in your bags, the average price across the entire EU, right? And then we're looking at 726,000 gold with everything in my bags, which is really good. I mean, then we're talking 72,000 gold an hour, right? However, since the dungeon is relatively short, it only takes like 30 to 40 minutes to do 10 runs. So the effective gold per hour is going to be much higher. But if we're going to put it on a minimum buyout, which is the actual price of my realm, and I play on a full pop realm with very bad prices, it goes down to 240,000 gold. So obviously that's not great, right? I mean, I'm pretty used to it. Like this Shadow Fang, if it fetches 200,000 gold, that's going to be 20,000 gold an hour since it took me 100 runs in order to actually get this one. So, not the best outcome from these 10 runs of Shadow Fang Keep. Sadly, with Shadow Fang Keep, you kind of need to get uh, like double Shadow Fang plus Necrology, or just one Duskbringer is enough to save your gold per hour. But that's the name of the game. It's RNG based. I'm just happy that I actually got the Shadow Fang because, I mean, the odds are not with you. So I could have done these 10 runs with everything that I have in my bags minus the Shadow Fang, and the outcome would be very, very bad. Now, that being said, that was pretty much it for today's video. I do have a ton of other loot from 100 runs videos coming up, so just make sure that you are subscribed to the YouTube channel if you want to see those. And don't forget to check out the 0 to 10 million gold guide alongside with the VIP Discord, both linked down below in the description. I appreciate you all watching, and I will see you all back in at tomorrow's video. But until then, bye-bye.